He killed them with a pencil. A fucking pencil. Hey, what's up? Steph Koza here, and today I am reviewing John Wick Chapter 2. But before I get into that, I want to give a shout out to a really awesome website called popgonmetal.com, which is where I got this awesome t-shirt. Look at this. Look how awesome this is. Pop Gon Metal sells a ton of awesome t-shirts. Basically, the idea is that they take pop stars and pop singers like Madonna or Lady Gaga or the Backstreet Boys or Britney Spears, and they make t-shirts for them that just look metal as fuck. I thought it was kind of funny. I was super into it. I love this Madonna shirt, and so I got a few. So you should check it out, popgonmetal.com. Yes. Plug, plug, plug. Anyways, let's talk about John Wick. So sorry this video did not come out earlier. I've actually been working on a short film for you guys for this channel. It is a Tomb Raider short film. The trailer actually just came out today. So definitely go watch that on our channel and stay tuned for the full-length short film, which will be coming out on Thursday. John Wick 2 is directed by Chad Stahelski, the same guy who directed the first John Wick movie. And what's really interesting about him is that he's not really a director. All he's really directed is John Wick and John Wick 2. What Chad Stahelski is really known for is being a stuntman, and if that doesn't make the most sense in the world, then I don't know what does. So John Wick 2 takes place directly after the events of John Wick 1. John Wick is going to the Russians to get his car back from them, and then he's pretty much gonna just stop everything. He's done. He's gonna bury everything back in the ground, cover it with cement, do all that shit, because he doesn't want to kill people anymore. He doesn't want to be an assassin. He doesn't want to do any of this shit. He's done. He wants to retire and just relax, find some peace. But of course, that doesn't make for a very exciting movie, so that's not what happens. Turns out there's this whole blood oath thing where he has to continue killing people and doing work for the man or whatever. The point is he has to kill a lot of people and kick some ass, as John Wick does. So that's pretty much where the movie takes off, and then you are just caught in this whirlwind of awesome action sequences and John Wick being amazing as always. And I've gotta say, this movie is really, really, really good. Like, way better than I thought it would be. I was honestly like, this is an unnecessary sequel. Why are they making a John Wick 2? I don't even, it doesn't make sense to me. But it's really, really good. It doesn't feel super forced. It doesn't feel like hokey or just, it feels right. And I think what makes it so good is just that it has these amazing action sequences. Like, the most beautifully choreographed violence ever, which is to be expected from a John Wick film because that's what made the first movie so great. Let's be honest, people aren't gonna go see this movie for the plot. Nobody really went to see John Wick 1 for the plot. People went to see Keanu Reeves kick some fucking ass. And boy, does he deliver. That's not to say that the plot isn't pretty good. I mean, the plot to the first movie is enough. Like, it's not like that's just a completely plotless movie. It does have plot. It has some really heartbreaking plot, and you're just like, puppy. The reason the first John Wick movie is so gripping is because within the first like 10 minutes you're just like empathizing with this guy and you're like, oh my god, John Wick, I am rooting for you till the end. His wife died, his dog was murdered, I mean, come on. He's not having a good time. And all he wants to do is just relax. He just wants to chill. And nobody's gonna let that happen for him. So it's impossible not to root for him in this movie. It is 100% a story of vengeance and 100% a bloody massacre of awesomeness. There are so many scenes in this movie where I just was staring at the screen just like, oh my god, that was awesome. And I did that multiple times in multiple scenes. And there are also some really great references to the first movie. One scene in particular, it's so good. It's amazing. I will say I was a little bit disappointed in Ruby Rose's character because I was pretty excited when I saw her in the trailer. I'm a huge Ruby Rose fan. I think she is just fine. And like, yeah, she was hot and she kicked ass in the movie, but she like kind of a pointless character, didn't really do anything at all. The whole movie I was like, oh my god, Ruby Rose is gonna do something awesome. I can't wait to see that scene where she just fucking fucks shit up, but that didn't really happen and I was kind of bummed out about it. But aside from that, which really isn't even a big deal at all, John Wick Chapter 2 is pretty badass. Definitely not as good as John Wick 1, but if you're a fan of the first John Wick movie, you will definitely absolutely enjoy this movie. Especially if the only reason you're seeing it is for the action, you will be satisfied. At one point I actually started counting the amount of people that John Wick killed because I was like, the death count here is just rapidly rising, and I gave up after about 2 minutes when I counted up to 35. So yeah, this movie is violent and bloody and gory and awesome. And because of that, I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5. Not giving it a 5 because it's not as good as the first one. It still to me feels like it was kind of an unnecessary sequel, but I'm gonna let it slide because it was pretty awesome. And I will say that the plot was not nearly as interesting as the first movie, but once again, the plot to John Wick is not really the point. So that's my review. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out popgonmetal.com and get an awesome t-shirt like this one. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye!